And we're
Got a blast.
live.
Are we?
Yep, we certainly
Are we
are.
live?
Hello.
Are you sure?
We certainly are. And guess who's dungeon mastering today? It's me. It's me. It's me. I'm
Nolan,
finally
can you
dungeon
come get
mastering.
my son?
What?
I'm having Nolan come get my son. He knows I'm streaming, so
Oh,
therefore.
I see. Well, welcome back to Chaotic Games, everybody. I am your host, Sumner, and that's how I say it on the podcast. If you're not keeping up, you should be. But today, we do not have Mick, but we have joining us for the Monday crew, Ash, right above me. How are you doing, Ash?
I'm good.
What's it like to be here?
It feels weird.
Feels weird already.
Well,
I know
like,
it's a different office and different everything, so
yeah. It's
different chair.
weird. Same chair. Different Bob's Burger sign.
Yeah. Is it weird doing this on a Monday?
Yeah. It's like old times.
Like old times. Speaking of old times, we got an announcement that we might have brewing. But Dylan, how are you feeling today, buddy boy?
I'm doing all right. I'm here. I'm not queer, but I'm close, so get used to it.
You're our token straight man. It's kind of
I am the token straight man.
it's kind of funny.
One in every group.
Yep. There's always one. and we abuse them. It's great. I'm just kidding. Mookie, welcome to
Hi.
Chaotic. How are you?
I am good. I
Yeah, I'm
am
so
great.
fucking stoked.
I'm excited because my mom's in the chat.
Really?
Wait. Hi, Mom.
Who's the
Hi,
mom?
Mookie Mom.
Is it S.A.
Mookie
Altman?
Momster? Is it Mookie Momster?
It's S. Altman 1408.
Oh, S. Saltman. Okay. Well, hello. Welcome in, Mookie's mom. Y'all
Wish
be
my
looking
mom
good.
is,
Gee,
bitch.
thanks. They are good-looking individuals, aren't they?
Who are you?
Do I have the background on here? I do. I'm so excited. So I had a long day at work, and on my lunch and on my one break, I wrote this campaign, kind of like I don't know. I was inspired, so I'm really excited to finally play. I haven't DM'd in a hot second, so this is going to be fun for me.
Yeah, the last time you DM'd, like, aside from covering for Nolan one session, was the Chromonomalon.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
was that the
Ding
last
Dong.
time?
I'm asking you. That's
I think that was it.
It feels.
Corona.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I'm really happy.
that was like in like mid to late January.
Yeah. It was
It's
earlier
been like
this year.
6 months.
Yeah, because I don't think I've DM'd for like Chaotic. I think that was early Faithful Encounters stuff, like late Faithful
No,
Encounters
that
stuff.
was.
Was it Chaotic?
I think that was early Playodic, like the beginning of Playodic.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
Hey everyone, just now rolling in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So today, if you haven't already noticed, and if you weren't here for the first exact second of the stream, that Alan will be taking a step back just for a bit, just because he's moving. Really good stuff, actually. So congratulate him in the Discord if you haven't already. It's really good news for everyone. Mick Arcade, hey buddy.
Hey.
Thank you for the sub. And Hecate. Oh, y'all are the best. So yeah, I'll be DMing for a bit, which I'm really excited for because I haven't DM'd for Faithful Encounters or Chaotic like at all for like other than like a one shot. I think the longest consecutively was like 3 weeks because of the one shot went for 3 episodes, and I think it was the one where Nolan put his hand up the butt to get the piece.
Yeah, the Chromonomalon.
Was it that?
Chromo-Ding
Was it
Dong.
that? It was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was my last game that I DM'd. Oh, jeez,
Yeah,
that was
I
forever.
was Mandy from Mandy.
You were, and that was one of Kinsey's first games too, because
Yeah.
I played a plant that hit on her.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get started. And we'll go into your character in a moment. If you wanted to introduce her, you can. Otherwise, I have a moment for you to shine. You have any? Did you want to say anything about them?
No.
I never asked. Is it she?
She's a snake.
She's a snake. Okay, perfect. She's a snake. So we don't know what race she is. We just know she's not trustworthy. Perfect. All right.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. So let me put on some super ambient music here. Where's my music here? Nope, that's not right. Nope. That's none of that's right.
Classic something.
I know. I'll be here all week. All right. This will be fun. All right. So as we left off, we are in the valley. In the distance, you see a mountainscape framing an evening sky with colors that cascade from cloud to cloud. So beautiful and serene that the moment you forget that there's a storm that is held within that sky, looking for Pagan, played by Alan, the fairy sorcerer. Anyone who dares keeping him from being devoured will be chased by this storm. Before the night falls, at the last shred of the sunset disappears over the mountainscape. You see it suddenly reappear through the mountain itself, but through a crack that wasn't there a moment ago.
A butt crack.
The moment begins to split in the rain. The ground ripples into a quake that sends the rocks from the valley. The rocks begin to tumble down into this valley, and everyone has to make a dex saving throw as you are preparing to go to bed.
Except me.
Except
No, you make one too.
So all two of you guys.
All two of you.
What's Abel doing? That's a natural 20.
I'm rolling.
He's
21.
his butt.
21.
20. Hit me.
18 for Mookie.
No, you have a 20. Don't
What'd you get,
don't
Nick?
hit on
What'd
a
you get,
20.
Jackie?
21.
I got a 15.
You got a 15? Okay, you take 12 bludgeoning damage as a gigantic rock. You're about to get out of the way, but another rock comes and hits you in the head and almost knocks you out. Meanwhile, you see Abel knocked out on the ground. Mal is trying to pick him up, going, God damn it. And he's trying to pick him up, but it's not working because he's too big. Sepharis, you're able to narrowly dodge several boulders that come your way almost intentionally. A fierce wind rams through this valley, almost sending you off of your feet, but you're able to keep your ground, sending dust and embers from the campfire into a violent swirl so strong that you feel the ground beneath you finally leave the bottoms of your feet. Within seconds, the only clear line of sight is up, where you see the clouds and stars zooming over you. It's no longer night, it's no longer day. It just keeps swirling and swirling, and you just begin to feel sick. Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw.
Except me.
Except you.
I'm just gonna keep saying that.
22.
10.
Ooh.
10. Sepharis, you pass out from what feels like the G-force of just completely, your fingers start to tingle, and all of a sudden you get tunnel vision, and you feel the wisps and rocks and pebbles soar around your head, and you pass out temporarily and very shortly, I should add, because you barely passed. You barely failed. So, and Jackie, what did you get?
22.
22. Yeah, you are able to maintain consciousness. And Jackie and Mal, they begin hearing a voice chanting in the distance, Primordial. Do you speak Primordial, anyone?
I'm passed out.
You're passed out? Okay. Jackie? No? I don't think Mal does either. So you just hear this really faint sound. Just, and it just begins to repeat and repeat and repeat. You can't tell where it's coming from, but you know it's extremely loud, booming through this soaring dust. And before you know it, you drop to the ground. Sepharis, the impact wakes you up immediately. You actually hear the sound almost like a nightmare being woken up. And you hear the words, shatter these barriers, blood for blood. Chains and shackles are home to thee. Shatter these barriers, blood for blood. Chains and shackles are home to thee. And you just keep hearing it until you wake up. And you are in this basement, entirely quiet. On the ground beneath you is just stone. Around you, the stone is inscribed with charcoal rubbings, and around is a small and narrow trench in a circle around you filled with a crimson blood. On one side, you see an emaciated young Yuan-Ti woman on her knees, her sleeve pulled up past her elbow, visibly in pain from the large wound that's on the pedestal that she's leaning
This
over.
visibly hurts.
The blood from the moat is visibly coming from the pedestal that she's feeding. And on the other side of the circle is an old human man wearing a wispy green cloak, kept together only by a thin golden chain. His hands are draped downwards, with the long, bony fingers blackened from the red and black swirls of magic that are coming from the trench of the Yuan-Ti's blood. You realize that the voice you've been hearing has been coming from him. Somehow not nearly as loud as it was a moment ago. His eyes are completely white with no pupils, leaving only the feeling that he's looking directly into each of yours. Welcome to your new home. For now. and his pupils suddenly bleed into the center of his eyes, black as mystery. For the time being, you are bereft of your responsibilities and duties in exchange for one single purpose. His leather hand extends forward, pointing his long index finger to the Yuan-Ti woman, still on her knees, an arm extended onto the pedestal. As your eyes meet her, her other hand quickly grasps the open wound to stop her bleeding, and waits for your response.
Me? What?
Anyone.
Hi.
Hello, Nil.
Hi.
I see you haven't passed out.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at that, like not dying thing. Yeah, like real good. Real good at it.
Good.
This really hurts.
Good.
Thanks.
The pain you feel now is nothing as what you would feel if you hadn't come to me.
This is a real
And he
dark.
smiles at you.
Yeah. This is a real creepy smile.
I want to cast Scorching Ray on him.
Is that Dex, right? Dex saving throw?
No, it's an attack roll against him.
Okay. I roll to attack.
And I get 3 attack rolls because it's 3 laser beams from my forehead. 18, 21,
Okay.
and 12.
Okay. 21 and 12. You get 3 rolls, though.
18, 21, and 12.
So you do. And one impacts his cloak, and he does not flinch at all. It goes, and you see his cloak go through him as if it went through his being entirely, only singeing his cloak. And you see the cloak even slowly begin to turn back into itself.
Oh, I'm gonna lay down now. That was a bad idea.
He smirks. Fire in this one. I see the law has chosen well.
Uh,
Do I threaten you, fiery one?
I don't trust somebody who is draining the blood out of another when we are attacked by falling boulders intentionally, sucked through dimensions, and all to chanting and magical verbiage from a language that I don't understand, and I understand quite a few languages. The ones I don't know tend to be the alignmentally evil ones.
Well, there are powers you can only obtain if you entertain such alignments.
And people who entertain those alignments don't tend to want what's best for my friends and I.
I do not care for what's best for you. I accepted
And I do not
the
care
gold.
what you want from us.
Nor do I, frankly. It is what she wants, and he points again to Nil.
Hi, that's
I-
me.
Was paid to do a job, so I did. And he smiles at you. Very nasty.
He's okay once you get to know him. Not really.
Are Abel and Mal with us as well?
Mal completely passed out. Abel is just now waking up.
And what about
Hope there's a
Pagan.
doctor. Sorry. I'm sorry, Dylan.
What was the last thing you
Pagan?
said? On Pagan? Pagan is gone.
Jackie's gonna go over to this mystery snake lady and use lay on hands to try to help heal her a little bit.
Nothing prevents you from doing that. Abel, just the first thing he sees is these 2 rabbit feet, Herringon feet, just walking by. Where are we? Are we captured? No, you are not captured. You are of your own volition. And, well, your location, however. Let's just say I specialize in what some refer to as an unnatural magic. I care not to explain as I've already been paid. Your job is to recover, and he takes out a little piece of paper. Recover what was lost alongside Nil here, gesturing to Nil, and rediscover her home. And he coils it backs up, and he puts it in his pocket.
We
Only
are not
then.
here of our own volition. We were forcefully taken. Right before we were about to go to sleep, I might add. If you want to ask a favor of somebody or a job to hire somebody, generally you are a lot more polite about it than magically kidnapping them before bed.
Manners. Yes, the law of Adventari has served us well, Nil. And he smiles to Nil and looks back to Sepharis coolly. I did not choose you. I simply rely on the law of Adventari to bring me who I ask for. In this case, I was asked and paid to request 4 heroes of good heart and will.
I'm paying you for extra.
Oh.
Just so
Oh,
you
then
know.
he snaps his fingers and Abel goes, wait, no, no. And Abel disappears. Sorry about that.
Took all my savings.
And
So you
heroes
have the ability
willing
to
to
send us
help.
back. You have the ability to send us back.
I
Why do we
certainly
have
do.
any incentive to help you?
You're not helping me. You're helping her.
Why do we have any incentive to help her?
Because you're not going home unless you do.
They're kind of like in a hostage situation. Why
So it is
this
kidnapping
rabbit
then.
Touching me.
Call it what you want, redhead. I don't care. And he turns back, faces you, and goes back to his table where there's a large satchel of gold and silver pieces, and he puts it into his cloak and it disappears. Listen, I know you're not thrilled about this, as I'm not either. But you have to go. I have another client coming in at about 12 minutes. He looks at his empty wrist. Gotta get this blood cleaned up. It's all expended.
I'm going to step onto where the blood stains on the ground are and cast prestidigitation to clean the surface. It's only a 5-foot cube, but
Yeah,
I can clean it.
it's actually a really small circle. Otherwise, she
Okay.
would be dead. So yeah, you clean the entire thing perfectly.
You could put that back in my body.
Perfect. Now that it's
yeah.
evaporated and completely gone, I don't have to clean. Appreciate that.
You have a few extra moments to explain yourself to us. Because all you've said is you were hired to summon who is needed by some law that I've never heard before.
Drat. Yes, I suppose you're right. Well, Law of
I'm gonna
Ventari
help,
is a bit over your pay grade.
I'm going to help Nil up off the ground. I'm assuming you were on the ground bleeding, yes?
Yeah, Jackie laid on hands me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get 15 points for whatever you're
Yay.
getting at.
And Jackie, when you go to pick Nil, who's picking her up? Sepharis?
I'm helping her up.
Sepharis, when you go and extend your arms to pick up Nil, you notice a huge, what looks like a gash, but it's actually a tattoo on your left forearm. You see that it's extremely intricate symbols, but they resemble, based on the location and size and who you're helping pick up, you realize this has an eerie similarity to the wound on Nil's arm.
Has my sweet tattoo.
You may
Oh my God, it
notice.
feels so much better.
You may notice these tattoos on you. Don't worry, they're
Question.
temporary.
Do these tattoos look anything like... No, that's close, but
Uh-huh.
a tattoo that Zach actually has.
Zach has a sick tattoo. It looks like a gouge. Like someone stabbed her forearm. Massive wound that would bleed profusely into this thing. And then all of a sudden you have tattoos that are really narrow, like slits. Oh yes, the tattoos.
Here it is.
Stylish in
This is the one
nature.
Zach has.
Those are your
Anyway.
anchors to this weave. They disappear when you leave, don't worry. They are your anchors to this weave, not yours, and by happenstance, Nil's mortality. So if she
What?
dies under your care, you go home. No problem. You will have
Please don't.
failed the mission, and you go home. However, you may not go home in the right condition. You may not look the same, but you'll be home. You may go home, and the mission is complete. Whatever that mission may be. Is that enough? I really don't care to explain more. Law of Antari is way above your pay grade. It's my business. It's a trade secret. You don't care for it. Unless you're bringing back people transdimensionally, you really don't need to know. He says it mockingly. That's why his accent changed for 2 seconds.
I'm going to. Severus is going to say nothing more. But as she turns around to leave, she's going to cast Nalthair's Mischief on him.
Okay.
So I have to roll a d4, and that'll decide what effect happens.
Okay.
So-
You're supposed to give me a gift basket.
A bouquet of flowers appear all around each creature in a 20-foot cube, and he has to make a dexterity saving throw or be blinded by the flowers spraying water in his face.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Not very dexy, so. Okay, I have a 0 modifier. 16?
16 does succeed.
Yeah, I was
They
actually
do still
hoping
score him in
he'd
the
fail.
face, but he's just not blinded.
Oh,
Which is
they
fine,
scored him in
'cause
the
all
face,
I wanted to do
though?
was give him the middle finger.
Okay, so as you're walking away, this kind of happens. She goes, "Oh!" And he just kind of squirts him in the face. And just,
Is the cheese plate on this table like mine to keep?
Cheese, Kate. Cheese? I don't have
The
cheese down
cheese
here.
plate.
Yeah, that's not cheese.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Okay. This is not his place. This is not.
Follow Severus.
Nil, you know that this is not his place. He just found a place. So, you're like, can I have this? And he's like, I don't give a shit. So, before you guys leave, though, he does say, you may leave now, but be careful. Upstairs is a tavern, as Nil knows. The tavern owners don't know that I'm here. And if they were to find out, well, let's just say the charm that's keeping me protected and the knowledge of my existence and location can be quite painful.
They don't really like him.
They don't know I am here.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't quite like him either.
He smiles at you from ear to ear. His leathery face and black begins to like come up his neck, and his eyes get wider. He almost like he just had an idea, but then he calms down.
Oh, no.
8 minutes now. Counting down
Let's
for his next
go.
client.
Let's go upstairs. Just kind of like, before he puts you in like a frog or something. I don't know what he does. He's weird. Just odd guy.
Yes, we probably should leave. You, Miss Neil, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
A lot to explain to us.
Yeah, I have a whole thing to read to you. I take notes. Let's go.
Mind your step.
Yeah, there's a weird step in this basement. Just watch out. All right, bye.
As the second you leave, you hear him torching, like almost like a contained fireball, destroying these flowers that squirt him. The heat from behind you almost burns the back of your neck. And then
Fuck, dude.
when you reach the top, the door shuts behind you, and you look behind you, and it's just a wall.
Fucking
Well,
wizards.
that was an experience, Severus.
He's awful to work with.
I thought that Mal was a, but Man. I don't like that, man.
Who
I might-
has Mal actually? He's unconscious.
I have an 8 strength. I am not carrying an unconscious man.
Is Mal just like still back down there?
I mean, technically, he would have been in the burst of flowers.
Suddenly behind you, the door opens, and you forgot this.
I flip him off before
And
he
he
closes
just
the door.
kind of Mal's body
I
just
give
kind
him
of.
like
I'll
And the
look
door
at
shuts.
Mal and stare. I'm like, do I need to carry this?
well, apparently you purchased us.
I don't. Yeah, we'll get into that. I'll pick up Mal since I'm apparently the strongest, tallest person.
By a long shot. Like, even if Mal was awake, you'd still be. And Abel was poofed the fuck back. So and Abel's like, where the fuck is everyone? So
What?
Abel's just back there with the horses and be like, well, I guess it's just you and me now.
no. So just to reiterate the magic that he just kind of explained creepily was that you guys were ripped from the previous dimension and universe. He would have told you that the time and location, if you complete it, you will be returned back to where you were. Time and location and everything. Your condition, any scars you get, equipment you get, friends you make, whatever, memories you make will return with you. So everything you do here it's basically paused and resumed here. So that's essentially what's happening with
But anything
transdimensional.
we get or happens, we remember it.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
equipment
this,
that's on you
Here.
stays with you.
this does not. This does matter. Okay.
This does matter, yes. Like, this is your lifespan is being spent technically, but when you go back, you'll be the age you were back then, but with your new equipment and everything.
It's a Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe thing. Like, we may age to be like old men and bunnies here, but when we leave, we'll be back to our young and fruitful selves again.
Right.
Yeah,
And Monkey Man asks, "What's the mission?" Which is a great question.
I'm about to explain it.
We don't know yet. We just know that this guy brought them here because Nil paid him to do so by what seems to be questionable methods. And that's all we know right now. We are now at the first floor of a tavern where it's about a 20 by 20 foot shack with a functioning roof. But it's about 6 people in here, ranging from dwarves, tieflings, and humans. They all, based on their appearance, are clearly mining folk. This is a tavern called, based on the signage inside the building, is called the Empty Glass.
You're saying this place is serving minors?
Yes.
Yes, it serves exclusively children. No, so
You said it.
it's on wheels, so they can't get caught. But anyway, it's just the empty. I know it's stupid. Empty glass. The
I
tavern.
made the joke. Why are you saying it's stupid? Are you saying my jokes are stupid?
I
Sumner?
said
'Cause they
our
are.
collective joke was stupid, which is
Okay,
not
fine.
weird. Just,
But we have to share custody of the joke.
that's fine. That's fine. I'll get it
Right there
Saturdays.
in glass. What are we doing?
Yeah. We're at the empty glass right now.
I'm gonna shoo away some totally adult minors to the table. Go.
The phrase "totally adult minors."
Quarry workers.
Get the fuck out.
They're like, I'm a grown ass man. Fine.
I'm a grown-ass snake lady.
You just hiss at him.
So, speaking of which, when you do enter this room, you get a lot of looks.
Yeah.
Nil is clearly being side-eyed by everyone in the building.
They don't. Yeah, it's about.
Including
anyway.
Sepharis. Sepharis walking with her is also side-eyeing her.
You went from this to this.
That was quick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kick some people out of their table because they already don't like me and let's give them more reason. And I'm gonna put Mal down kind of like a Weekend at Bernie style, just flop him in the chair.
Put some sunglasses on him.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I reach into my pocket and give him some shades, and I kind of like gesture. You guys like, I'm gonna sit down.
Again.
We can talk.
Yeah, just exactly, Mookie. Like, he's not dead. He's not. He's
just sleeping. I'm not gonna like hurt you or anything like that. I just really needed help. And I felt like you guys could help me. You were just really staring at me weird.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to hurt you or not.
You don't
So-
want to do that.
Make your case.
Because, yeah. Why did you give me so much to read, Sumner?
I can just tell you what she explains to you. If you
Thank
prefer.
you.
Yeah. I don't care.
like, it's a lot, and I don't know, like, what to tell or what not to tell.
It's up to you. Yeah, no, it's okay. No pressure. Let me fix your cam a little bit.
Thank you.
So you're a little
I
bit
like
better
to
framed.
lean.
Yeah,
I
no,
like to lean.
you're good. You're a good leaner.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Leaner Town. All right, so here we are. So Nil sits you down and explains that she belongs to a UNT village called the Golden Scales. They have been living there for thousands of years. It's a UNT village, but it's famous for its golden quarry, extremely rich in a lot of minerals and resources like water, fresh land, super fruitful soil, and their gold quarry. Holy shit, their gold quarry. But people don't go there because of the UNT. They're incredibly dangerous folk. They're natives there, and they have an entire civilization similar to a kingdom. It's so big. But a neighboring kingdom called the Hogothians have invaded to take their resources that they have otherwise exhausted on their own. So they are now manifest destiny into her village's land. And the UNT warriors have put up a massive fight, but not big enough. And so UNTs are now refugees and scared. And other people are scared of them because there's such stigma and rumors about how lethal and basically they're snakes. They're not to be trusted, that type of thing. The metaphors are pretty simple and easy, which is why they're hard to refute, even when you mean well and you just want to be home. So, exhausting all other resources, Nil had no choice but to go to a man called the Unnatural, a man known to be extremely questionable, but didn't leave her much of a choice. He was extremely expensive, but you were worth the hope.
Save me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Yeah, we met Truck Kun and got isekai'd. Got it.
Yeah, you're in an isekai anime. Monkey Man gave me guidance.
I was just about to say that. Thank you for catching it. And thank you, Maeve Mania, for that subscription. Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed my impression of you. My voice.
You sounded exactly like I thought Sumner was talking. If I didn't see you gesturing, I would have thought Sumner was talking.
Yeah, same. It was great.
Very impressive.
Yeah, how long have you been practicing that?
I had a whole speech and I practiced using Sumner's voice for that speech.
Yeah,
And if there's any questions you guys have in character that you would ask Nil, I can answer in her stead. But
he will mansplain it.
but otherwise, I'll answer in her stead. But yeah, but just I'm here. I just don't want to speak for you because it is your story. So
Yeah,
and it is
it
your
is.
culture. So if there's anything that you have or like what status you were, we know nothing about what you
I'll tell you all about
were.
weird culture.
And this is still very recent. This only happened about 2 months ago.
So 2 months ago. So 6 months. Got it. Cool.
3 months ago. 2.5 months.
It's 3 sets of 2 months ago. So
Monkey Man says it right. We gotta save a snake village.
Gotta save the Uchiha clan.
And specifically, the mission that you guys were given were to recover what was lost and rediscover her home.
Oh, and there's also this thing, right? There's this thing that should help with that. Right? Right, Sumner? There's this thing.
Yeah,
There-
you know about it.
There's this thing.
Oh, you're telling me. That's right. So sorry, I was like, I
trying to
forgot what
find
I told
it as
you.
I'm repeating it.
No, you're fine. No. So Nil knows of a legend. She would have sought this by herself.
Wait,
but
I got this one.
You
I got
do?
this one.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I found it. It was the second paragraph you sent me. All right. So there's like this really deep cave, and it's like in this like underground like area, and there's like a deadly weapon that we can like use to like help you guys want to like help. I don't even know if it's real. So it's like, what are we going to go find a mystery? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's something real neat. Like, I don't know. Do you want to help? Help me, please? My charisma is -1, so you're helping me.
I look to Jackie before I ask. Before I agree to anything, and it would only be me, I can't speak for. I look to Jackie, my friends, or I look over at Mal, unconscious, sunglasses on his head, just the other one. Where we come from, UNT worship deities that are very destructive. Have you heard of Dendar the Night Serpent?
Have I heard of Dendar the Night Serpent?
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on him? Is he a deity of yours?
Not from my village, no.
I'll take it you
I look
weren't
to
clergy.
Jackie.
I've never heard of him.
For reference, I know the Night Serpent is like a D&D deity that literally wants to. There's a module where he breaks out from his prison, basically, and actually, he's one of the Ragnarok events of D&D.
Yeah, no, we're not releasing whatever the fuck that
Wants
is.
to eat the sun,
No,
coil around the earth, and break into a billion pieces.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, UNT worship him. He eats nightmares.
I have plenty of those.
I look to Jackie.
Well, Severus, from what I could gather, she paid quite a bit in order to get us here, and our only options to return home is to either A, kill her, or B, finish this. And we're not exactly keen on killing people, so
That's good to know.
not anymore, anyways.
Just squinting at both of you. Like,
I lean over to Jackie and whisper to her. I have to admit, her story has struck a chord with me, and I am unhappy with how she brought us here and the man that forcefully took us. But I glance over at Nil as I whisper this to Jackie. I sympathize with her plight.
you make eye contact with me as I am drinking this drink that was left by the adult minors.
You're drinking like backwash, and you actually notice, Severus, as you see her drink this glass that she just picked up, you notice that no one's came to like see if you want anything.
Is it like I want to imagine the drink that was left was actually like a high C ecto cooler.
No, it was pretty tasteless, but it was yellow. Like it was like a yellow like
So
what ale
regular
would
high
be.
C.
Like
Not,
it was
not the
it's
ecto cooler one.
I
a
think this
pale
is
amber.
me.
and it tastes like nothing.
This tastes like water.
What,
Are we just
so,
gonna stare at each other from across the table?
what do you want to do, Severus? Should we help? I mean, we kind of don't have a choice.
Well, we could find our own way back. But I don't want to make decisions for you or look over again at Mal, who I imagine is like slumped over a little bit as he's like,
He's slowly sliding down.
yeah, exactly. Or Mal. Are
I
you
see
okay
what
with
you're
helping a UNT?
Well, I'm more like a pure blood than like a full UNT. I got legs. I lift my booted feet up. I got legs.
I sympathize with her a little bit, being, the odd creature out. So, yes, we should help. I want, this is just roleplay. I want to, like tap my forehead, and the little bird pops up. And,
Oh my God, is Willow here?
Yeah.
Willow is here.
Did Willow get
Willow-
isekai? No, serious question. Did Willow get isekai'd too?
Yes.
Willow's
Okay, good.
always with me.
Well, he said like specifically 3 people, and so I was like, I wanted to be sure that it wasn't like, no, your
Yeah.
animal companion.
That's not.
Because he said
Companions and
Ableback.
familiars would
Willow
have
is
come.
my familiar and is like buried into my hair nest style. So
Okay, well I know that, but I just didn't know if like, I don't know, there was space-time teleporting magics to a literal different dimension.
I have abilities that I can use with Willow, so of course I'm gonna have her with me.
Go on
Anyways,
green or go on red.
Welcome to the multiverse of madness.
anyways,
It's very Multiverse of Madness meets Pocahontas.
you're gonna see Jackie's ears like twitch a little bit in a sense, and you'll see like out of the little bird's net, out of her fur comes Willow, and essentially Jackie has like told them, be like, how do you feel about this? And so Willow goes to Nil, kind of looks at her in the face, and then like circles around, kind of like scanning
Mhm.
and figuring things out. And she comes back and like tweets happily, and then goes back under her head. And Willow agrees that we should also do this. So
Thank God. Or Dindar the Night Serpent. What was it?
Well, Nil, with very few other options, we've decided to help you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, you're not gonna get like. I'm gonna be real honest. If you go anywhere in public with me, you're not gonna get like anything like help at all. People might start fights too if they don't like me enough. So just be aware of that.
Not too different from our world.
That sounds like your world sucks.
Well, in our
Trust
world,
me,
you
it
worship.
does.
In our world, you guys worship a world-ending deity. So
Yeah, that's
my
Forgive
world,
us.
I died one time, so
that sounds awful.
At this point, one of the owners comes up, visibly the owner. Her name is Bernadette, as her name tag says. And she looks directly to Sepharis and Jackie and Mal. Can I get you anything? Is it two drink limit? We have ale, water, ice, and bread from yesterday.
This place sucks.
Watch your tongue,
I-
snake.
Hey,
I grab Mal's shirt as he like starts to slide out of the chair and just
Th-
prop him back up while looking at this lady. I'm fine.
But she very casually and very comfortably says, watch your tongue, snake. And she turns back to Sepharis and Jackie. And if your snake wants anything, forget it.
Oh, she's not our snake. If anything, we're hers.
I bought them.
Yeah, we're bought and paid for goods, kidnapped from our own world.
Spheris, could you please, if we want to do anything, we might want to be, nice a little bit to the locals. I
You're
understand
right.
frustrations.
Are you magic wielders? We don't want you trouble. She says, comfortably but
Bernadette, I
calmly.
apologize. I've had a long day. I was about to go to bed for the night when. Anyway, doesn't matter. I apologize.
We have a spare room and a post out back for your snake, if you wish.
We will take the spare room. No need for a post. I will take the glass of water and a bit of the bread, please.
It'll be one silver.
For your snake.
She goes in her
I
pocket.
hand her 1 silver
Thanks.
Spheris, why won't you let me pay for anything? Damn it!
because I have. Because do you remember that last thing we did with the chicken lich and all the treasure we found? I still have all of that. The coins that we picked up from that.
Did you just say chicken lich?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yes, the lichen.
The lichen. Yes, the lichen that killed Jackie and had her reborn.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yes, we've handled dangerous magic casters before.
Have you?
5 gold, so she can pay her own way.
Chicken lich.
Are you from the military? Is that how you came across this one?
No,
When I have a name. Ooh.
believe it or not, I was once royalty. Anyway,
Were you? From what kingdom do you hail?
not one from around here. Jackie, did you want to pay for the room? I did not mean to step on your toes.
Can I
No,
use
it's okay.
suggestion to make her go get me a drink?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to ask me. You do that.
Yeah, okay.
So did it save? I always forget suggestion.
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13?
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Can you just go get us all some water? Please and thank you.
You blimey little... And all of a sudden the suggestion kicks in and you see this haze over her. Drinks. Right this way.
Thanks.
And she goes. In less than a minute, she comes back with 3 heaping glasses of what you had earlier, which is an amber liquid. 3 ales.
Water.
Yeah. It's... People around these parts jokingly call it water because it is such bad ale.
Okay. Cool.
And she kind of looks at you, kind of empty-brained.
Go away.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, she turns right and she hits the chest of this large man, Terry. As you can see by his even bigger name tag. Is there a problem? It's all about size. It's funny. Anyway, is there a problem, Bernadette? Just doing work, honey. And she turns around him. We don't serve your kind here, Snake.
Oh, apparently you just did. And I just start handing the drinks out to Sepharis and Jackie.
Is this your
Jackie's-
snake?
Yes, if this is our snake.
Jackie's over here, like, with her face in her hands, like, oh, this is gonna be such a long journey.
You're paying customers. So I won't hurt you, but I can't protect you from them. And he turns and he reveals a table of like 5 really large female and male human and tiefling miners. And they're beefy and they are worn and they look covered in charcoal. Charcoal and just like black. They're just looking at you with empty glasses. And they're kind of like tilting a little bit.
Unaccompanied miners.
There's 5 of them. And they just kind of make guttural noises at you guys. They're not even verbal.
I want to
Terry.
chug my beer.
I appreciate the warning. Don't feel any need to protect us and our snake. It's not you are doing more than enough, providing a roof over our heads. And she takes her first sip of the water. Delicious ale.
Made it myself. And he kind of looks at you and smiles
Oh, he peed.
inappropriately.
He peed. He peed in it. It's pee. It's
You'll
no
have to
drinking. It's pee.
You'll have to give me your recipe. I set the glass in front of me down.
Maybe I can show you sometime. And he looks back to Bernadette, who's like
I'm not
not
sure that
far
would be
from him.
appropriate for a married man.
I suppose you're right. You said a roof over your heads. Are you taking the spare room?
Yes, we've already.
Are they taking
Did
the spare
Jackie
room?
give-
What?
Did Jackie give the money for the spare room?
You gave a silver for the food. Did you say your room for the night also?
We did not
Uh,
yet.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Oh, we haven't gotten any food yet, so
Bernadette is about to come out with the food.
okay.
You assume. If she's not dead, you don't know.
She might have bumped into a very sharp
You don't
wall
know.
or something.
If you're not looking at someone, they might be dead.
Give
But
her brain damage?
what?
How
You don't
low
know.
did
You don't. You don't know.
Very easily bumped into a very deadly doorknob. Okay.
I gotta stop saying confusing shit like that. But yeah, no. You assume that she's about to come out with your food because it's only been 10 seconds.
It's stale bread.
It's
Oh,
on a
I thought
high
it
shelf.
was- I thought the 1 silver was for the room, the spare room that she offered.
The spare room's gonna be another silver.
Jackie, before Sephiroth can do anything, like grabs in her pocket and flips.
I'm about to like, dude,
Yeah,
Jedi
Sephiroth is
mind
reaching
freaking
for
it.
her
I'm like,
coin for her money bag, and Jackie's already like, no, I got it.
Silver for a night, gold for a week.
No, we don't
Just
need
a
a
night.
week. Yeah.
All right. And he takes the silver, and he brings back the tray from he takes it from Bernadette, brings you all the food that you ordered, and has a little golden key on the tray.
I
And he just
picked
kind of
the
looks
key up.
at Nil.
Jackie grabs the key before Neil can. Listen, I know we said that we are going to help you, but whether you bought and paid for us, on us, or whatever, if you want us to help you, you have to go by our rules. Otherwise, we will not help you.
Does your rule mean no killing?
No killing of the innocents.
Okay, these people are assholes. I say assholes like really loud so everybody can hear you.
Terry, Bernadette, and she flicks a gold coin up. I know I don't know you very well, but here is a gold piece for your troubles.
Oh, don't give her that. Oh, it's so shiny.
Oh, another shiny character. I love it. David, it's shiny.
Ah, fuck.
I'm getting like
You have a gold quarry in your house. Like, how is gold impressive to you?
It's shiny the way the light glints off of it. That's the only reason why we have a gold quarry is because of the light that glints off the gold. It makes us go, ooh. That's
gold
nice.
is culturally sentimental and very meaningful to you on
We're
team.
like an Aztec culture without the heart eating.
It's very Aztec. Yeah.
So she's from Eldorado.
So Incan.
Yeah,
It's very El Dorado like, Jackie, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so not
Anyway.
Pocahontas, El Dorado.
These people, listen, I
The
look at it,
road to El- Sorry.
who let this bard in here?
It's like Elton John is with you now.
Listen, these
On the
people,
trail we blaze. Anyway.
Shut
On the
up!
trail, babe.
Look, these people literally have enslaved my people. Like when they're talking about putting me on a post, that's where the slaves want to go. That's what happens. I shouldn't even be sitting in here.
Well, why don't? Well, what if you are our snake?
I don't really vibe with that. I'm like,
I
my
mean,
own-
it could save us trouble of people trying to put you actually up for sale.
yeah,
we won't
that-
actually treat you like you are ours. We will only say that so that way people won't be like, well, I will buy her off of you.
It's like
or
this time that guy who wanted to date me was like, I could just say you're not my girlfriend, but you're like my girlfriend when we're alone. It was real weird. He didn't want anybody to know.
do you want to help or not?
Yes!
Then you'll need to learn a thing or two about being kind to some people. I had to make a full-blown oath about it.
Or I could just unhinge my jaw and eat them.
We do not.
That sounds horrifying.
You want to see?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Fine. Guess I'm property now.
At this point in time,
You're
you see
not-
someone enter the open, and it's a man in a little small, like human man in a cloak. He looks exhausted, huge rings under his eyes. He's frantically looking around. He's visibly never seen. You can tell he's never been here before. And he's looking around, and he goes over to the empty wall y'all came from and knocks. And you see the wall kind of open.
As he goes up to the wall, actually, before after he knocks before it opens, I want to say, hey, tell him, give him one of these for me.
One of these.
I got
And I
this
wink
from
at him.
Target. Half
And I
off.
wink at him.
Will this help? Will this help me?
Yes.
Just tell him the woman outside gave him that. It's a gift. It's real nice. I got it on sale at Target.
Are you friends?
The
I've never met
icy
him
woman-
before. I'm really scared.
I see woman with the red hair. He'll know and the rabbit. He'll know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let him know. He closes the door.
Thanks, cutie.
And 10 seconds later, we hear.
Yep, yeah. I didn't know if y'all were gonna talk, but I was gonna interrupt, being like, you hear a similar fireball type spell being cast, and you feel the heat going from underneath the wall. Well, it looks like my time is cleared up.
Go back to doing my taxes.
Let's. Safaris pushes her cup of water away from her. Let's
just killed a guy.
retire for the night, away from hostile gazes, to discuss plans for the future.
Let's do that. I'm gonna take Safaris's drink.
I'm so confused. I missed the first half of this chaos. Well, it's actually a good time. We can go on break, but I want to explain really quick. What has basically happened is that Nil, our new character, Ash, and we are all level 8, by the way, has employed the job of a character called the Unnatural. And he has summoned from a different dimension, a different weave, Safaris, Jackie, and Mal to help Nil recover her culture that has in her village that has been completely decimated and taken over by the Hargothian kingdom for their gold resources. That's the goal. Save them to bring them back home.
There's a weapon we gotta go get in some underground cathedral.
We were kidnapped to fight in a war we don't understand.
Yep.
Pretty much. And Jackie, the funniest thing right now about Jackie and Nil is like Jackie has role reverse in regards to people.
I saw that. Yeah.
Nil's like, I'm gonna fucking kill them all.
Because I
He's
feel like
no.
I feel like Nil and old Jackie would be like way
Yeah,
too
that's
much for
right.
Safaris to handle.
Yeah.
Oh, Safaris is no. If honestly, if it was old Jackie and she was like, "Let's just fucking kill everyone," Safaris being kidnapped as she was falling asleep would be on board.
Yeah. And
I mean,
if-
not really, but like, the first thing I did was I attacked the creepy guy who was smiling at me weird with a bleeding person on the ground and was like, "Good, you're here. I've brought you here." And it's like, "Oh, you brought us here? Fuck you."
Mm-hmm. But because of Jackie's oath, she has to be kind to most creatures. So.
And Nil, by the way, is still bleeding. You are emaciated. You are like
dying.
completely decimated.
Didn't
25
Jackie
health.
heal her?
I have a lot more health than that.
Oh, you do? How much health do you have?
I have 25 from Jackie
Out of what?
now. 68.
Oh, 25, 60. Okay, cool. I'll increase your health. Here we go. Boom. Okay, perfect. All right. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and go on break real quick. We will be right back, guys. So enjoy the clips. We'll be back in about, I don't know.
I don't know. Someone just grab her hand and let's get out of here.
Do we need her hand? What do we need her hand for?
I think that we need some
thought
kind
we
of
needed a
physical
mask.
evidence.
Hey Akita, would you chop off the queen's hand as proof of bounty? Yeah, she says yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Very good.
Got that.
You darn tootin' I am. We're gonna go do the soft touch.
Doing. I am an
Smooth
adult. I'm your
jizz just
guardian.
starts playing in the background.
I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. With your heart and mine, ignorance is kind, calls to mine a silver screen. Or pain is all you'll find if you don't tell us where you got these crates.
So, Cal just turns around and just starts like singing this song as he's walking over, and then just like, "Tell me what you know."
He's never gonna dance again. Those guilty feet have got no rhythm.
I hate this game so much.
Get a real first-hand experience of that nightmare.
I've seen hell every day walking this way, buddy.
Oh, you think you've seen the hells.
If you want to find hell with me, I can show you what it's like till I'm bleeding.
It's so creepy.
Will you assholes keep it down? I'm trying to be intimidating here.
Yeah, shut up. We're trying to have an intimidation contest here.
Really good. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Muriel, his wife, is like, please, if you'd care for more, there's certainly plenty.
Thank you.
It's so good. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad it's to your liking.
It is.
Meanwhile, Bram and the Duke are just like staring each other down.
Are real characters, and I'm just.
I understand moments of weakness. I said and did things that I regret as well. I was not a good host. I apologize.
Brom, you blind. Get over here.
I hope our little Tiffer over here didn't spoil the meal.
Oh no, they seem to just be. What did you call me?
I'm just kidding, Brom. I know that was insanely hurtful. The potatoes are very good.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. It's sad day where we're all sad and in a sad world. It's foggy and oppressive. I'll give you a tour. I'm joined by now, surprise, 5 of my favorite people. We have a new face on Curse of Strahd. And let's just go ahead and start there. Nolan.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Thank you. My name is Nolan. I am the former dungeon master from Fate's Fortune, and I don't mean that in like a bad kind of way. I had to step back because of some personal things going on, but bonus, that freed me up to do this. Now I get to be in the Sad Boy campaign on every Tuesday, and I'm so sad and depressed about it.
What's
No,
new?
no, you gotta be excited. You gotta be excited to deal with all the depressing people around. I'll tell you, no one's happy.
Mark my words, I'm going to eat your heart. I want to get in the carriage.
The game of chess begins. The pieces have been moved in place. Already your advantage is growing slimmer, and your options are growing thin. He gives you a bow, before again turning to that black mist, flowing back into the doors of Castle Ravenloft.
All right, so I will be playing a black bear, a really small black bear named Uwu.
Oh my god.
No.
And your name is Sumner.
My name is Uwu. I'm here to find honey and get out alive. I'm gonna go in guns a-blazing.
Oh boy.
Everything about that except the name.
My specialty is climbing. I'm gonna climb in there and I'm gonna climb right out.
Christ.
All right.
Okay.
So we're
Here's
killing
an
the
answer.
Who is your decorator for tree?
Well, these are rituals that the druids have kept sacred for many, many generations.
Right, we've been telling you to take those down, but
The Barovia HOA does not approve of this.
get fresh ones at least.
We have had many conversations with the HOA about the fact that we are outside of their jurisdiction technically, but we always try at least to make sure our corpses that hang from the Gulfias trees are as fresh as possible. But being this, again, his face is, he's looking down. Being this far out from any village, it is hard to get fresh bodies very readily.
You are going to be getting a nasty letter soon.
It's from an owl.
He bows like a little deeper, apologetically. After a few moments,
He puts a roof over our heads,
Forgive me for saying, but it feels like he's a bit of a pimp, yes?
I wouldn't say that. I would say father under extraordinary circumstances.
Sort of a daddy wolf.
What is pimp?
It's more of a sex thing, and it's not. We're not that.
Well,
We're far too young for that.
Wait, how old are you? And you're working in a bar?
I'm 28.
Not young at all.
How old do gnomes live? I feel like they live. I think they're old living people. Yeah. They live until like 340, 350, 500. 28's young.
So you are a literal child in gnome years.
Yes, the legal age is complicated.
The driving was a bit bumpy, but impressed that you did it because you're a koala bear.
He's highly qualified.
Professor Grimm, I got a question because, man, it reminds me of something. Are you do you happen to be a representative of the Lollipop Guild?
I can't say I'm familiar with this particular guild. I've heard of the Sugar Folk, and I've heard of the Gumboot Sticker Gang, but I can't say I've ever heard of the Lollipop Guild.
Yeah,
I've heard of the Banana Boys. They wear yellow and like have bananas.
Oh yes, and they show up typically at your workplace with bread. It's fantastic. Banana bread at work, dude.
Let's just go into the fucking town.
Here we just go.
How do you know this?
Well, my friend Thistle, you see, came to me on a hillside just this morning, and I was saying, hey, it's just Thistle. What's she doing here? And she approached me, right? And I was like, Thistle, what are you doing here? And she said, there's going to be a honey festival, and then she gave me bacon. And then I took my little toesies, and I just walled down the hill. And I told you immediately.
First
what a
important
child's story.
The most important question that I have for you, Tiny Bear. Do you have any more of the pocket bacon?
No. Anyway, so the honey festival.
What in the world?
I am the collector. I see you are in possession of some bones I would like.
Some bones?
Bones. Bones of a soul connected to the realm of the dead.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
I'm
Thank you so much for
glad
waiting.
we were not live just now. Anyway, hello.
Hello. Dylan's like heart sank. Hello, everyone. We're back. Quick recap. Nils' character sought out the help of a character called the Unnatural to bring these bitches back.
Nils' character? Who is Nils' character?
Did I say Nils' character? Ash's character,
You
Nil.
said Nils' character.
Nil is being played by Ash.
A UNT refugee looking for help to recover her culture on the Golden Scales, basically an El Dorado type area where it's completely flush with gold, raw gold ore specifically. It's not made of gold. It's actually a coastal region, deep in very tropical forests. But
So Mookie, if this is the road to El Dorado and Ash is Chell, who's Miguel and who's Tulio? Because Mal is the horse.
Mal is the horse.
That is a good question. Well, I'll have to come back to that because I don't.
I kind of feel like Jackie. Neither of us are very much those characters, but you sang a song and like played a flute, and Miguel has a mandolin.
I feel like Abel would fit one of those characters so much better. Like it's more of a. I get we don't have Abel right now, but definitely Miguel and Tulio are more of a Mel and Abel kind of.
Oh, absolutely.
I think Abel would probably be Tulio. And yeah, I think probably. He's actually very Tulio the more I think about it. Damn it. Why do I always accidentally make Tulio?
All right, I'll make a whole new character. Here we go.
Tulio.
Ah, all right. Now let's see what we got, and it's just a picture of Tulio. Damn it!
Okay, so we are in the tavern called the Empty Glass, and it is you're in a mining village. Nil, or has either told you or Nil knows that this is actually right outside the most outer wall of the Hargothian kingdom, the invading kingdom. So you guys are in enemy territory right now. Nil is not only in danger by being here, but she's heavily discriminated, almost like a slave territory. Very refugee. We want nothing to do with them.
Snake.
Yeah, these people view the Yuan-Ti as the enemy. That's the propaganda they've been fed. They don't know any better, but they are also, it doesn't make any difference because the outcome is the same. So that's what she's doing. She's just trying to save her culture and salvage it and put it in a position where it can regrow and rebuild, despite her silly disposition. So, which is probably a coping mechanism, if I had to guess, given the horrible travesty. And the plan that she has proposed to everyone is to unleash a legendary, and I mean legendary, we don't know if it actually exists, weapon or creature or spirit or whatever it might be underneath the underground cathedral in her homeland, which is now taken over by the Hargothian Empire. So that's what we have right now. She doesn't have much of a plan. She just knows she needed help, which is why you're here. And you are in the Empty Glass where you know you're being looked at and threatened.
Nobody likes me.
Mal is unconscious, Sepharis is skeptical, Jackie is optimistic, and Nil is scared, injured, and somehow everything is off the cuff.
And we were going to retire to the room that we paid for so that we could get away from people staring daggers at Nil.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
And interrupting our conversations with, "Hey, Snake Lady, we don't take kindly to your time around here."
Yeah, that's exactly what you got, though. And the spare room, as gestured previously, it's actually up a ladder. It's the attic.
Real quick, as we go upstairs, I guess, Jackie's going to be the last one up, and knowing that everybody kind of getting flashbacks from her long before years of, people discriminating her, she's going to aggressively look at all the people that were staring with her bright glowing green eyes, so like starfire glowing green eyes, and just be like, just give them that look of like, don't try me.
Roll intimidation. Come on, you charisma build.
Got a 9.
9. They look at you, and one of them immediately looks back to his table, but the other ones are they look confused. But they do back off.
When they're not threatened by Jackie behind Jackie, Sepharis is going to like hold up one of her hands and have it like burst into flame before snuffing it out as kind of like a backing Jackie up. So can Jackie have advantage?
Yeah, retroactive, that's fine.
Or add my intimidation skill, whatever we are doing for skills.
Just do advantage. That's fine. I prefer advantage.
So that's a reroll.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll it. Is it worse?
I got 1 point lower.
All right, no, it's okay. Same outcome, but cool effort. I think it should depend, but we'll talk about that later. So you guys open the hatch, and you see this big attic that's it's really low ceiling, but there are 2 very low beds that are just very ramshackle. They don't even look clean. They look like another coal miner actually slept in it last, and it hasn't been cleaned since.
This literally has like the coal dust of a man laying like this in bed.
Yep.
I'm gonna prestidigitation that clean. Just like pat it down and magically clean it.
It goes, and it just, and it looks clean. And it's actually strategically placed over where the ice is stored. So it's actually, despite the hot climate, it actually feels very nice over the bed somehow. So
I want to immediately crawl under that bed because I'm a snake and that's cold.
yeah, you crawl under the bed.
Where's my
There's nothing there. You find a single boot.
There's a boot under here.
Put it on so there can be a snake in that boot.
put my
Thank
hand.
you,
in the
Dylan,
boot.
for picking up what I put down.
I was gonna comment as well, but Dylan beat me to it.
I was when Ash was like, "There's a boot," and like didn't like immediately go for it. I was like, "Ash, you're a snake.
There's a boot in my snake, and I popped.
Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth and then say that." Put it in your mouth and I'll say that. There's a boot in my snake.
Great phrase right there. But yeah,
Are we gonna take a long rest?
at the very end, there's a window that overlooks a quarry, where you see a bunch of miners that are going in and out. And actually, it's not just coal; it's a lot of other things. But you see that there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot more people than there seems to be work. Based on the amount of scaffolding and everything, you see this place has been completely mined dry. There's not much that they are able to pull, so you see entire wheelbarrows that are coming around with just one single ore of coal, or an ore of mithril, or whatever they're mining. It's not mithril, but you know what I mean. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. You can take a long rest if you wish. It is around
2 things.
It is evening, so
Yes, because we didn't get a long rest after the last game.
yes. Not coincidentally, it is around the same time you were yanked from. So
Okay,
it is
full
still
health
evening.
now. Thank God. Raid phrase is "There's a boot in my snake."
Yep. We're not raiding for about an hour and a half, but yeah, that will be our raid phrase. All right. All right, we're all at full health. Is there anything that needs to happen, be said or done or looked through before we go to sleep and wake up in the same room?
Does anybody need anything from me?
Just as for laying in bed or under the bed.
Who am I sleeping with?
There's 2 beds.
Didn't you get under a bed?
I got it to cool off.
Oh, okay.
It is warm. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So Ferris will make room for you in her bed.
Yay.
Why don't we make her sleep next to Mal, who is still unconscious?
That's not a bad idea.
We just rolled.
Just dragged him up the stairs, bonking his head on every step.
It's a ladder.
Ladders have steps.
I am not carrying him back down. I will throw him down the stairs,
It's
down
like
the
over
ladder.
your shoulders.
Yeah.
What a burden. It'd be really cool if Mal fucking woke up.
Real great.
You remember him being hit on the head with a rock. But the long rest should help. But he can stay in this room until he does. How's that?
Okay.
So, Nil,
Huh?
your plan is to get 3 people to help you obtain this weapon from deep within your people's caverns to drive out this invading nation.
Oh, it's not really like meant to. Okay, so I wasn't like really honest about what it does. So you see that quarry out there, you know,
Sure.
yeah.
I look at the wall. I'm assuming there's no windows in the attic.
There's one window at the end of the attic, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're laying in bed together with like a sleepover, just staring at the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely staring at the ceiling. That's exactly what I was imagining.
So the quarry and all the adult miners out there, I call them adult miners because that gets a little confusing when you're like, those miners over there, you know, doing terrible things. And I think children. No, so legend has it that this weapon that may or may not exist, caveat, gonna put that asterisk there for you because I'm not making any promises. It's gonna destroy this place, all of it, all of the coast, so that they don't have the resources to strip of our people and destroy our culture anymore, and we can build it back. It'll make them go away.
The only promise I care about is the promise that we get to go home after this.
Oh yeah, you don't get to stay. I don't think you want to.
Well, I guess I don't really have much to go back to, but I look over at unconscious Mal. As much of a dick as he is, I would like to help him. Sorry, as much of a as he is. I'd like to help him.
Beep that. It's neat.
Well, Stephanos has this special, we call it a button, but essentially she just pushes it on her hand and it makes the noise.
That was cool. That was real neat.
Jackie trying to be lighthearted, not be too influenced by her new oath and stuff. Is like, well, Stephanos, we could just leave Mal here and then we would never have to deal with his shenanigans back home.
I mean, technically, you could leave him here when we leave here, but when you're done, he has to go with you.
Damn it. And Jackie goes in there in her bed, or wherever she is, she's feeding her bird this stale bread.
I mean, it would be nice to have just one day without his... I've only known him for one day, but if I could have one day without him being a snarky, I'd be very happy.
Oh, you're gonna hate me. As I roll over to go to bed.
Oh, Mal's a angel. All right. Well, is that anything else?
Anybody else want to say anything to the snake lady as she pulls out some cream savers from her pocket?
Hey, a Cali Pup with the 4 rated. Thank you so much for rating. Holy crap.
Thank you so much.
Cali Pup.
2468, I really do appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
And a Cali Pup has a very welcoming Discord community. If you haven't checked them out, you should.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. A Cali raid. Thank you very much. That was a weird thing to do. But yeah, so...
like a seal.
I don't know. I like to... What is it? The sand people? What are they called?
Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders.
Sand people is what it's like the offensive derogatory thing to call them is.
The Tuxkin Rikers.
The Tuxkin Rikers.
And actually, Tusken Raiders is also kind of a mean thing, but it's less derogatory. I forget what their actual species name is, but that's fine.
Molman.
It's also not the point. We're not playing Star Wars. That's something we do Wednesdays sometimes.
Why is the shout out thing not working? Let me see. Is it SO? I don't know what it is. But shout out to a Cali Pup. Thank you. All right, so last night we had that conversation. The room was gently lit by the torches that were illuminating the people working through the night in the quarry just down, basically just outside the tavern. It's clearly like a very temporary workplace type area.
I want to use some of my cantrippy fire magic to do shadow puppets on the walls since it's a girls' sleepover. I just realized
it's cute. Yeah,
we're gonna do shadow puppets through the night.
That's really cute.
Girls' night out. We're horny and we're lazy. Girls not what? It's a song.
I've never heard it, but I love it.
Nor have
That's
I.
our
That
raid
song
phrase.
went places in like half a verse.
Dude, that would be a funny raid phrase. Anyway, we're horny and we're lazy. Anyway, that's bad. Don't do that. But okay, don't do that. So follow a Cali Pup. Oh, thank you. Oh, S-O. Okay. Why? I thought I did it. Maybe the capitalization. News to me. Thank you, Freddy Bat. Right. The morning finally arises early in the morning, around 6 a.m. equivalent. The sun begins to rise. People are still working outside. The work doesn't seem to stop where you are, nor does the rumbling and grumbling from downstairs in business. The dark circles and wariness, demeanor from everyone around you starts to make a little bit of sense, as the place doesn't seem to stop, reluctantly. But you are now awake in this attic that's filled with crates, and it's basically used as a very minimally used storage area, accessible by a single ladder.
I don't think this was really meant to be a room. I'm gonna roll out of bed. Literally.
Yeah, just thud.
Yeah. I'm gonna check on Mal.
Mal is still out like a light.
I'm gonna give him a pillow and a blanket because we forgot to give him one of those.
You lift his head to put the pillow, and you see a ton of blood on the mattress from his head wound.
Hey!
He's dead now. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, he's
sleeping for 8 hours fixed any injury in Dungeons and Dragons.
Broken bones. Snap! You're done. You're good.
Can
Yeah.
I eat him? If he's dead, can I just unhinge my jaw and
He's
swallow
alive.
him?
He's
Okay.
alive. He's just unconscious still. He's recovering.
I mean, you could still do that. Like, just because he's alive doesn't stop you from unhinging your jaw and trying to eat him.
Mick, if you're there, it's not too late. Join in. So
his
yeah.
his two friends might stop. Well,
Yeah.
friends is a strong word. His two companions might stop you because that is horrifying. But you know,
Can I rifle through his pockets while the other two are asleep?
Jackie is
I
not
rifle
asleep.
through his
Jackie
pockets
is-
as he's asleep.
Jackie is downstairs trying to figure out how to somehow get breakfast for everybody.
Nice. Okay, so you're already downstairs. Sepharis, are you sleeping still?
Continental breakfast.
Your choice.
no, I am making sure Nil doesn't eat Mal.
Okay, so Nil, you're going through his pockets as Sepharis is making eye contact with you.
Yeah, I'm staring daggers like.
I'm making eye contact with her, like hand in his pocket,
Yeah.
and I slowly remove it, and I'm like, he seems alive.
And you see an alligator skin wallet.
Ah! Neat.
I'm trying to think of things that Mal would have.
A mullet.
It's a bifold. Yeah, it's actually
Mal
really
is just
nice.
Joe Dirt.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
What is this? I open his wallet and pull out his driver's license. Like, what is Flo Rida?
Flo Rida. Why is it bedazzled?
It says sex, yes, ha ha ha.
And it says good one right after. Like he's saying good one to his own joke.
And the picture of it is just him going,
And you immediately get this feeling of this man has no friends. so yeah.
I put it back.
He was raised by witches.
Hags, yeah. Okay,
That-
it's
that
witches,
tracks.
Yeah.
It tracks.
You put it back?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to take his weird Florida.
Well, Mick, you now
Man
have that
shit.
wallet we just described.
He's gonna come back and reach in his pocket and pull out an alligator skin wallet with a Florida driver's license.
I reach into my bag to pull out my money. You pull out your alligator skin wallet. My what now?
I like how we're like the son of hags. Yeah, he's Floridian. So
He did. When we met him, he proclaimed himself the Prince of the Swamp. If that's not a Floridian thing to do, I don't know what is.
I'm from what is it? The Everglades, baby. Yeah. So, yeah, that's funny.
Actually, that'd be a Louisianan thing to do, but Florida's
No,
like
Florida's got
the
it.
Louisiana of
No, the Everglades,
2 states
yeah.
away.
I mean, all of Florida. Fuck it.
Florida Mal.
No, me and Ash are from Florida. We get it.
I'm not from Florida, but I
We
live
live there. I also lived there. We get it. I'm not from there. I don't say I'm from Florida. You never say you're from Florida, even if
I'm
you are.
from here.
I'm also
So
from
Jackie's
here.
trying to procure breakfast.
That's right. Thank you,
What's going
Zillion,
on
for
with
keeping me
that?
on track. Jackie, you're downstairs, and you see Terry, the old man, that older, large-built man with a very large name tag. Terry. Can I help you, Bun Bun?
Bun, bun, dun, dun.
Pardon me, but first off, my name is Jackie.
Pleasure.
I would like to somehow.
Terry.
Yes, nice to meet you, Terry. Is there a way, perhaps, that I can acquire some breakfast for me and my comrades?
Breakfast. Well, we just got some eggs and the same bread from last night. I could make you something simple. It'll be a silver.
Would I have to pay if I perhaps help you with breakfast?
Fine. Just pay for the supplies. There's 2 Electrum, if you help. For you and your friend and your pet. Is that fine?
That is absolutely fine.
Right.
In fact, I will give you the full silver just for your troubles.
Well, I'll make it for you. You don't have to. This isn't charity.
Not charity, just Good Samaritan.
Well, it doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you. I'll show you the way. And he leads you to the back where is a extremely small kitchen. I'm talking like 5 foot by 5 foot. And
You
it
forget
is,
how tiny Jackie is.
Yeah. Then he actually brings over a wooden crate so you can stand, and there's a very
Oh,
simple
it's like
stove,
when you
almost like
work
a
the
cave
bakery.
setup, like a camp setup, and it's just like a little burner with charcoal, which comes from right outside. and like a small little cutting area, and that's it. And you make breakfast for 3 or 4. So
I make French toast with whatever seasonings.
Okay, yeah.
That they have.
What would be a cooking check, Dylan? What would you say?
I would say so there's Cook's Tools, which is a tool proficiency you can have, so you can make a skill check that. What?
No, don't worry.
Maybe
she's got the kit. What skill though? Specifically, what skill would you say?
So with tool proficiencies, you just roll a d20, and if you're proficient, you add the proficiency to it. So if Jackie is proficient with Cook's Tools, it would be a d20 plus proficiency bonus.
So let's do a d20
not proficient,
then.
d20 without it.
Okay, fair answer. So just roll a d20, Jackie, and we'll see how good it is. But you make it regardless.
4.
4.
It's a
Okay.
little burnt.
So it's rough because you've never used this burner before. Everything's perfect except the bottom side where it's pretty charcoaly, fitting for the area.
She somehow, just to fix it, either finds sugar or powdered sugar or syrup or something to drown it and be like, guys, I made breakfast.
Yeah, you kind of use your boomerang to scrape it off a little bit. But yeah. You can do that with burn. If it's bread, you can just scrape it off. But you bring it back up, and she presents you with C quality French toast. But it is the best thing you've had in a long time because you have been camping in your previous dimension, or weave, if you will.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are hungry.
I'm in the middle of braiding Sephiroth's hair when you come back up.
Okay, yeah.
Mal is gonna have a harem, and I kind of like this. not after him, but he's gonna be kind of like the
hair brim.
Damn it! That's good.
Jackie comes up and presents breakfast, holding the plate as best she can.
Work.
Little bird on her shoulder, tweeting happily, happy to be awake in the morning. And she smiles at Sephiroth and Nil and be like, oh hey, cool, we're making friends. And then looks over at Mal and then immediately gets concerned and be like, has anyone checked on him?
Yeah, he's fine. He
is alive.
Kingdom of Florida. We don't know what it is.
Thank you for breakfast, Jackie. This looks delicious.
I did my best. The kitchen was not great.
It's better than the camping food we've had, rations and gamey foods. So I appreciate even just the attempt. Do you want me to braid your hair next, Jackie? We could sit in a circle and braid. God damn it! Sit in a circle and braid each other's hair.
I will absolutely sit down in front of Sephiroth with the French toast. But I want to say,
morning eating French toast and braiding each other's hair.
But I want to say, Jackie's hair is like normal hair, but the feel of it's almost like moss.
It's got a little sponginess to it.
A little bit. Because, she's got the glowing green hair now.
Yeah.
And you have to somehow figure out how to braid and stuff around these, feathery horns that she has. You're like, oh yeah, I forgot you have those.
It's fine. We'll manage. So we are doing each other's hair and eating French toast.
Yes.
Perfect. Here for it.
So, Nil.
Yeah.
Where would you suggest we begin looking for this? We'll call it the last hope of your people.
That's a great name. I mean, it has an actual name.
Well, but we might not want to, say it and
give it away.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to braid Miles' hair next, but around something to.
I was gonna give her a rat tail.
He's gonna wake up with cornrows.
No, he's just gonna have one rat tail.
A rat tail?
Yeah.
I like that.
Perfect.
It's your choice. Yeah. I'm only God. So
Hey God, where's the underground cathedral? Do I have a map?
Neil, you remember the cathedral is in the very center. Your culture is very theologist, where it's run by the clergy. So it's and all of the important buildings are underground. As you're a burrowing culture, so it's
we need to go back to my home. Okay.
Yeah, they're natural burrowers. I don't remember what that's from, but I was like, we something are natural burrowers.
It's about 300 kilometers east. So you're pretty far, but not out of reach.
We're gonna do like weird. It's like 300 snake slithers east.
East it is.
I'll thank you, Monkey Man.
Which way is east? Is it still? And I point to like the direction the sun is like not rising from.
It's all backwards here. No.
Go on red.
Go on red. Braiding each other's hair with French toast syrup covered fingers.
Yes.
I would like to take what I haven't finished as far as my food goes and put it on on Maul, and leave it, and then slather his face in syrup.
I'll dust it with powdered sugar.
I guess you aren't. I was gonna say y'all are friends, but you're not. So
Jackie's over there like.
Can I find a bowl of hot water?
Just kill him. Just fucking kill him. Why does it matter?
Put his hand in the water.
They'll beat her on the bush.
It's one thing to take our leftovers and dust them on Mal. It's another thing to actually. We need to get on the slithering.
I'm glad y'all are
Yes, Sephiroth, we definitely
100
should.
slithers to the east.
300 slithers to the east.
300 slytherins.
So, are we just leaving? Are we just leaving Mal here?
Yes.
I'll like write a note for him and like put it in his wallet.
In his fucking alligator wallet.
It's gonna say we're in an underground temple 300 slithers to the east.
Oh yeah, you're in another dimension. Oh yeah, you're
anything else.
You can't. You are nowhere to be found. Your family is frozen in
You
time.
are exploring the world. We are 300 slithers to the east. Fucking catch up.
Catch the fuck up. And y'all are still downstairs. Like, because he wakes up moments after you get up. Anyway, that was a weird hypothetical. All right. Or you just throw him down. You open the hatch and you just throw him to the first floor.
Just yeeting him down to the floor.
You can't. He's gonna take damage. But yeah.
He can ragdoll.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the physical.
Yeah.
I don't have the physical capabilities to carry him 300 slithers to the east.
I do. I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna cast Featherfall on him and just throw him out the fucking ladder hatch.
Okay. Does anyone stop her? I'm not saying you should, but does anyone intervene? Okay, perfect. I'll take silence as a no. So opens the hatch and all of a sudden just and you hear a thud and no one responds.
Stop it, but she definitely has regrets afterwards. Like, I should have.
It's Featherfall. He's fine.
Did you featherfall?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he featherfalls and he's right as he's about to hit the ground, he comically and he lands gently on the ground, except his head. It thuds really hard.
Why?
Oh, so we Gwen Stacy'd him.
Oh, Dylan, no! He's dead.
You said it, Sumner. Everything is saved and gentle except for the back of his head when it cracks on the floor.
The tavern fills with blood up to the anyway. And it drowns the village. So
we saved your culture. Blood.
We win. Anyway, none of that was real. God, we're getting lost in hypotheticals. Shame on you, me. So you drop Mal down and he feather falls down and he hits the ground gently. And he's on the ground now. You see from the top, you see the tops of someone's head just go, what? And they look
He's
up,
fine.
and he looks up at the Yuan Ti. Did you do this?
No.
No, that was me.
It was you or your snake?
Well, I ordered my snake to do it.
It's.
I'll call the
I'm not gonna
authorities.
get my own hands dirty. Are they this mean? Is this how slaves are treated? Am I going too far?
And he walks away.
I have no frame of reference for how Yuan Ti slaves are treated.
Horribly.
But like, was that par for the course, or do I need to kick it up a notch?
You need to kick it up a notch.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump down.
You land on Mal.
Down.
Jackie's looking at all of this. Jackie is the new mom of the group. She's just so disappointed in everything going on.
I'm kidding. You don't land on Mal.
Okay.
Jackie died as the mischievous child and was reborn as the mom.
I pick him up.
Yeah, Mal is also like taking the mom out of affairs. Like, got real petty. Got real like sick of his shit. I'm not the mom of this group right now.
So I'm gonna pick him up over my shoulder. I'm gonna like hoist him up there. So are we ready to go 300 slithers that way?
Yes, 300 steps that way.
Kilometers, but yes.
It's slithers.
All right, so you begin walking. Okay. Nil actually knows the way very well. She knows the continent extremely well. You don't need a map as long as you have her. And surviving throws, and history throws, and perceptions, and probably attacks. So it's about.
Well, I got my dice. I'm ready to throw them.
It's about a week's travel. So on foot, it's about 3 days on horse.
On the trail we blaze.
I mean, it is. So heading east, it's actually heading away from the Hargothians. So you are heading further and further away from enemy territory this way. There's mostly trade routes that Nil knows, and there's a few treacherous areas. There's a huge cliffside featuring waterfalls that is extremely dangerous, but very scenic.
I grew up, my mom said don't go chasing the waterfalls.
Nope.
And that's why.
Because they're heavy.
Does this waterfall look like a woman crying?
You have not seen it. What are you quoting?
That's from the El Dorado movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is. I'm not actually trying to make this El Dorado. I don't even remember that movie that well.
I know.
But I accidentally write other movies, so I wouldn't be surprised if I accidentally.
Well, and it's gonna turn into. I mean, do you remember my Ghost one shot that was supposed to be like Beetlejuice inspired with some haunted mansion that just turned into ghost puns? It's gonna happen. It's fine.
It just kind of happens. That's why I didn't write a lot. Like I wrote blueprint points, and everything else is you guys. So it's there's the fucking magic for you.
I was just
But
continuing the El Dorado joke.
Oh yeah. We're just expanding on that. So let's go ahead and if we're gonna do is your destination is home, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Nil, you know that the area that you're going to is remarkably dangerous. What generally is your plan here? How do you approach? Because you can't just approach. They will kill you on sight.
We're gonna kind of get real sneaky with it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to be evasive.
I think I have maybe this for her knowing how to get home and how to do things like different types of trails and pathways that she would know.
Okay.
What to travel safely,
Yes.
like deer trails or things that aren't very well taken.
Yes.
By normal people.
Okay. You're going to take the route in that you ended up taking out.
Okay.
An old sewage route, which was extremely narrow and extremely undignified to get out. And it was kind of soul-breaking to even get through it, as narrow and disgusting as it was, but you got out safely.
Disgusting.
And on the way out, you ended up seeing bodies of people that you knew being thrown down the same pipes. And that only encouraged you to get out faster and faster, which may have been the only thing that actually got you out safely.
Yeah.
You don't know who's alive and who's not at this point. You just assume the worst and will be pleasantly surprised if proven otherwise.
Yeah.
You assume that you're going to head back where you came out of and see if that path is even still viable or if your new teammates will even go through. So we'll go down, and that's about 6 days travel out because it leads pretty far out near the waterfall area. So we'll go ahead and head that direction. We'll go ahead and do a roll for encounters and what we come across because things change over time.
Yes.
So let's find out. We got
Somebody got to throw the dice. You said it's a survival throw, so throw it.
Well, I said survival, yeah. While I'm looking this up, let's go ahead.
It doesn't, whatever you're gonna roll it, but you have to throw it because you said, survival throws. You called them throws earlier, so I expect you to throw your dice across the room.
Yeah.
Succumb to peer pressure. Do it.
I got a 12. So, everyone roll survival for me for as far as food goes. Because you have the same exact things you had previously. And Nil,
roll or throw? Am I rolling it?
Throw it.
I threw it. Hold on, I gotta go read it now.
15. Okay. Nil, you find you're able to snatch a very small squirrel. You can't tell if it's a baby or if it's very small.
It's okay.
Okay, the number on the dice was 11, and my survival is a +2, so 13.
13. You're able to find some berries. Not a lot, but a small, like a small handful. What, Jackie?
I got a 6 total.
You got a 6. Unfortunately, you don't find anything. You find what you think is to be a sausage, but actually is a stick.
Well, glad I don't eat meat anyways.
But that's not. I mean, I know you don't eat meat, but you can't eat a stick, right? I'm not mistaken about that.
No.
Okay, I was about to be a little concerned about how well I knew you, Jackie.
Is Nil vegetarian?
Nil?
Yes.
I'm a snake. No.
You're carnivore, right?
I don't think there are any snakes who eat any type of vegetation. They all eat either eggs or living or recently killed things.
That's what I thought. What were you saying, Jackie, before I interrupted you? I'm so sorry.
I was just, answering Sephiroth, be like, no, I can't eat it, but, I thought it might have been something else.
Okay.
The coal dust in the air is getting to me.
How's Willow?
You gotta get used to that. Really.
How's Willow doing?
Willow is, she does a quick whistle. Willow, you okay? You see Willow kind of pop up, kind of like give a disgruntled kind of tweet and go back down. She's like, she's managing.
She looks up, though, and she sees a circle of birds around you guys that are very small. Not like vultures.
Willow looks up and sees it, or?
Yeah, Willow does.
Oh.
Just catches her eye. I don't know if that matters or not.
I think Willow there's apparently some birds. I mean, I'm not quite sure.
I'd like to look up and see if I can observe these birds that are being described to me.
Yeah, you look up. You don't need to check. Your passive perception, you see them. And they're very small little yellow birds. There's about 12 of them. And they seem to be just flying, enjoying the airspace. There's not a lot around you.
They're not circling us, are they?
They're kind of doing a really big circle. Like they're not. It's not because of you. It seems like they're gliding.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Naturally.
They're doing bird things.
Nil, you guys, your sharp eyes and very cautious, you see on the distance that there is an outpost. There are lined up guards and multiple tents that are creating a perimeter for those who are about to cross. You know these to be checkpoints to check for refugees.
Great. These
And there are carts
outposts
passing you.
up here is a checkpoint, and it's not great. And can I see if I could? No, I can't because they're check it. We might want to walk around this area because they're gonna. It's just gonna be a whole thing.
Well, would it be better if we tried to deceive our way through? I mean, we're already pretending that you're our slave. Perhaps we're wealthy business owners looking to check out some of the land we recently acquired to see what we need to do to obtain the gold inside them thar hills.
And Nil, you know that if you go around them, you're either choosing them or very fearsome creatures, and basically the same creatures that deterred people from conquering your lands to begin with.
Yeah.
Tough things.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking we could lie. Because we don't want to go out there. It's not fun. Okay, yeah. We'll just see what happens.
For you, it would be fine.
Lady.
For them, not so much.
Yeah.
That's kind of
for
your
me?
perspective, yeah, because you know these
Yeah.
areas.
Wait. So me going out there would be fine, but them not so much.
I mean, you're still
Yeah, when the T-Rex shows up, you know not to move.
Okay.
We don't know that.
How good are you at lying?
I'm pretty good at lying. I don't like to call it lying. I like to strategic information, but it's something that I was.
False portrayal.
It's something that have some training in.
Okay. I just don't want you guys to get eaten by like a giant dinosaur or anything if we go out that way. You know?
I'm sorry, a what?
What?
I say that like as we get up to the checkpoint. I just want you guys to get eaten by a dinosaur. Like it's our turn in line. I'm sorry, a what?
You're about 4 people like behind in the line to get in.
Well, when we get to our turn, that's when I want that conversation to happen. I just don't want you guys to be eaten by a dinosaur.
What?
Say what now? And who are you?
Jackie hears like a from the snout of a horse right behind her, from a cart behind her.
Hello, horsey. And she tries to pet it on the nose.
Hi, little dear. And you see like an older lady with an older man. They think you're very cute. Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Where are you headed?
We are headed, First, what was our destination called again?
Oh, we're heading to some land that we recently acquired to see how. Forgive me, it's been a long day. Our horses and transportation has been taken from us.
Oh no. That's horrible. These damned lions are bad enough as is. Honey, do we have space for these 9 people? We don't know them, dearie. We shan't. Oh, come on. We can't. Sonny, we can't keep doing this. Where are you going? The Golden Scales? We have territory out there as well. Recently acquired on a bargain, no less.
Yes, quite the same for us.
Right. Is that a snake with you?
Yes, it's when we acquired this land, I bought one for a guide to take us where we need to guide us through these forests, but they've not been quite what we paid for, but there's still a ways to go, and...
I see. Well, I'm sorry, little one, gesturing to Nil. I'm sorry for what happened. But I believe your land is very beautiful.
That's why I'm a tour guide now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
She could show us.
I could
if you
show
look to
you
the left,
world.
you'll see death.
We have space in the back. Do not offer the space in the back, please. She's being... Please don't come with us. And...
I'll do it for free.
For free? Roll persuasion.
Oh, God. Okay.
I know you have -1 charisma.
I'm so bad at
But go ahead
talking.
and add Jackie's. And Sephiroth's, actually, since all 3 of you guys have been involved.
Okay, well, I got a nat
Persuasion
20.
or deception?
Persuasion.
Did I say persuasion?
+8.
Deception. I know it's the same
I
modifier.
got a nat 20.
+8.
So 20, so 8. You have an 8?
I have a +8 in my deception
I have
and
a
my
+2 on my
persuasion.
deception.
And Monkey Man says you have guidance. It doesn't look like they need it at all. So, did you
Yeah, I
actually
don't
roll
need
nat 20?
guidance yet. Yeah, I actually rolled a nat 20.
Holy shit. Okay, well keep an eye on that guidance. Yeah. The man doesn't say a word, but he hops off of the carriage and he goes to the back out of sight. And you hear him untying the back, and he's rolling it back up. This line is not budging. Clearly, they've been here all day. And he opens up the back. Oh, free field to hop. Just hop in. Just don't touch anything. And he looks to Nil. Don't take anything.
Don't worry, my property will not take anything of yours.
Good.
As soon as he looks away, I lean over to Nil. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Jackie speaks up to the man and is like, is there perhaps a way that I could sit somewhere near the horses? They hold a place in my heart, and I just love to be near them.
Oh. They're dear to me, too. This one's actually named Jackie. You can hop on this one.
That is quite the funny coincidence. My name is also Jackie.
Oh. He kind of he's amused, and then he kind of catches himself. And he goes back to the reins. He's not. You can ride the horses if you list, but there's no room up front. And it's a covered carriage, so it's all cloth up front. It's not weight supporting.
Jackie will absolutely hop up onto Jackie.
And Nil and Sephiroth in the back, you see that there's a bunch of living quarters. There's a small, very narrow bed, kind of ramshackled on top of some crates. It looks like they're moving. Looks like these are all their living things: utensils, clothing, random living things. Survival. There's knives and stuff like that. That's kind of what we're looking at. Now, we just met you, and so the checkpoint, we're going to just say that. It's best during these checkpoints to not lie or anything. So we're trusting you, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, here we are. And the carriage pulls forward. State your business. Moving to our estate home, but we picked up some stragglers. Mm-hmm. And you hear the plate mail outside the cloth. They pay no mind to Jackie at all. Because they seem to, you're with them. They go to the back, and from inside, cornered inside of this carriage, you see 3 armored guards all wielding halberds, and one very small man, halfling, with a clipboard. State your business.
We are also heading to an estate we've recently acquired in the Golden Scales.
Ah. What's the address?
It doesn't have an address, yes. It's unsettled land.
I rattle one off. One I know.
One you know?
1622 Wallaby Way.
Wallaby Way, Sydney. Huh. It's a catchy name. What's your occupation?
Tour guide.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was being interrogated just for settling land that was given to me.
By whom?
By
Give the deed?
Who do you think granted land that we conquered to me?
It could be anyone. I think the nobles from High Gothigar.
And who do you think
You tell me.
I am the 4th daughter of the
Of a High King.
No, Sephiroth is not this bad with names, but Sephiroth, I am the 4th daughter of the, God, every name I think of is stupid, Flinkles, the Flinkle family. Recently gifted a plot of land in the Golden Sands, and I am here to make sure my family's estate is taken care of.
The Flinkles. Did you say the Flinkles?
Yes.
He looks
I
at
wish
you for.
Dylan was better at thinking of names on the spot.
He looks at you for a long time. Roll deception.
Cool, 28.
The Flinkles, huh? I love the Flinkles! All right, no problem. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm actually seeing them next week. My brother
Oh.
has 7 wards, and I'm really excited to have all of us together.
Well, I'm sad I will not be there for your visit.
Well, tell him Jimmy sent you.
You tell him. All right, I'll tell my family that Jimmy sent me to the estate where no one is yet because I need to set it up. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. And he halflings off. So, as the sweat is just and the cart begins to move forward.
No one can see you.
Oh yeah, Jackie's like, oh yeah. And Mal is in the back like, he's just like a corpse.
Oh yeah, no one questioned us about that guy.
They assumed he was sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, they assumed you're all together. It begins moving forward, and you see forest areas begin to move and move and move, and the area becomes more and more increasingly familiar to you, Nil. But you see that the trail slowly begins to veer away from where you want to be going to.
We should hop off.
I love these sites so much.
Can you stop? There's a very important monument over here that I can totally tell you about.
Whoa. Really? We are almost there, honey. Please. I want to hear what she says. Come out here, honey. And she gets off. And she... Where is
I
it?
pointed like a pile of rocks. That is it's very clearly a pile of rocks.
What is it? Oh. What is it?
This is where one of the greatest warriors made their final stand and died.
Oh.
Did he stand on this pile of rocks or was he crushed under them?
He was crushed under them.
Under these very rocks.
Yes.
What was his name?
Little Timmy.
Oh, little Timmy. That's why he was crushed by these small rocks, because he
Does
was
that
so
mean
little.
something different in your tongue, little Timmy?
Yes.
I assume it's more fearsome in your language.
It is in our language I go
Oh my. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I heard it was so fearsome and so scary. You snakes are all the same. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Honey, did you hear that? No. It was amazing. Thank you.
Can Jackie be chatting with the old man up front?
The rest of the way. But thank you for the ride.
Oh, you're leaving us? But
Yeah.
There could be more. There could be more rocks.
Every little rock pile you see is a family member of little Timmy. So like little Rodrigo, dead under those rocks.
Cold spark. Honey, take a picture of me next to the rocks.
Take a picture.
A what? Draw me. Like one of your French ladies.
What's French?
France. Oh, France.
An Elvish dialect, I don't know.
Yeah, I know Elvish. I speak that.
I also speak Elvish.
Yeah. It means like hoity-toity or
Are you getting off of the carriage or not? We have places to be.
Yes, I believe our estate is points back the way we came, a little bit off the road, back that way a little bit. So I appreciate the ride for the time that it was here, and I give him a gold piece.
Oh. Kind of bites it.
You should watch out for
Thanks.
Big Martha because she's still around. So I
Big
go
Martha?
trudging into the forest.
She looks like scared but excited. Who's Big Martha?
She's the biggest snake you've ever seen.
Oy, I'm terrified
She's so
of
big,
snakes.
there's not even it's just SNEK because she ate the other letters.
Yeah.
I'm terribly afraid of snakes. Venomous?
Of course, we all are.
You all are. She takes
Yes.
a step back.
We can
Oh.
spit it really far.
You can spit? Like,
Yeah.
honey, let's go. We have to go. We have to drive fast. Drive
Bye.
fast. And she gets off. Oh, thank you. She goes to hug you, but she's like, no, you spit. And she leaves.
As they're like not paying attention, and so they run it off, and Jackie's like, "Hang on, I'm still here," and she has to like hop off and tumble.
So Jackie, how was Jackie?
Well, it was great. As she like gets
we
up
left
and like,
Mal in there.
You certainly fucking did.
can we see off in the distance? And they're like, "Oh shit, we left him in here." And we see them throw him off.
Nope.
Stay with them.
He's got a bed.
There is a bed in there.
You did hear that we don't have much further left.
Yeah, we can go get him.
So you know he's in the vicinity. And Nil, you have a strange idea of vaguely where he is. But you're like, I feel like we're forgetting something. And you see the bottom of his boots just kind of just disappearing into the woods in the back of a carriage like, shit. And your first thought is, I should have taken the wallet.
Yeah.
To continue.
You don't want his wallet.
To continue answering Sephiroth, Jackie's getting up like you can hear her stretch with the crack of bones as she essentially tumbled back to y'all and like brushes herself off. The horse was great till that last part.
The last part? Oh, you disembarking from the horse.
Yes, Neil, could you maybe not scare the people that are trying to help us, please?
She was being racist.
But at least she was genuinely interested in your culture.
She literally said all of us snakes are the same.
She did say that. That is, those are words that came out of her mouth.
That she did, but at least she did not say that you were terrible and horrible.
No, but
No, you said that.
she treated me like a spectacle,
Sephiroth?
so I gave her one.
Sorry. Shall we continue to this?
Yeah, it's gonna get a little hairy as we go into these woods. There may be dinosaurs. I don't know. Could be. Maybe they ran off. Maybe they'll.
Then would it be getting scaly, perhaps?
Yes, it would be getting scaly.
This is exactly the look Jackie has.
Sephiroth is a little proud of herself for that one.
Nil looks forth, and for the first time in a long time, you really recognize. For the first time in a long time, you actually feel like you're home, which is as bitter as it is sweet. As
I
it
do
is.
miss little Timmy.
Last time you were here was the worst day of your life, or one of the worst days of your life. So you're tough.
This is really sad for like a hot
I'm not trying to
minute.
roleplay for you. I'm just telling you what your what your experiences
I just look really
were.
sad about like coming back home and it not being like what I remember it as, because it's changed and there was nothing but horrible carnage. And I'm like, all right, can't just stand here crying about it. Let's go. I'm just gonna trudge into the woods.
It's really quite lovely.
It was beautiful. You should see the actual place before all of my friends and family were murdered. And little Timmy and little Rodrigo are not real. It's just...
I did not. We didn't think that they were.
Okay.
It honestly is beautiful, though. Huge, broad, vividly green leaves sprout everywhere. You can't even see the ground. It's so lush with like mushrooms and grasses and leaves that they begin to move. You can't tell if it's wind or lush wildlife that is thriving underneath that layer. The sunbeams are coming through no matter what time of day it is. The echoes of waterfalls in the distance, you can't tell where they are because you assume that they're everywhere. There's water, fresh water, salt water. There's absolutely every type of resource you can imagine is here, and it's gorgeous, but it is equally beautiful and dangerous. So that is where we are currently, and that's where we're going to leave off until next week.
Watch where you step.
I did want to ask before we are done, Nil, your people held off this country for a long time. What changed for them to suddenly be able to conquer you so completely?
We just ran out of bodies to fight. You know, when they're slaughtering your people and they keep having more and more, you just get outnumbered until you don't have anybody to fight.
It just seems a shame to have to destroy something so beautiful just to keep someone from destroying your culture,
We're gonna fix that.
Well, they won't be able to have it if we destroy it, that's for sure, but it does seem a shame.
Yeah. But we get to rebuild our culture and bring it back and run them out. And, you know, a little bit of destruction to rebuild what we have, you know, that can go a long way.
Indeed, it can.
Red Pinnacle says a war of attrition. That is accurate.
True
This
facts.
is wear them out. Snake culture. It's like snake jazz. Snake blues.
Do you like jazz?
But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit. That's the only reason I'm ending this a little bit early, because I wanted to get your thoughts, how we're feeling. Because I feel like we've never played a campaign quite like this. I feel like us as a group we've kind of avoided the whole like racial type thing. And I think with UNT and races like species in D&D that have pretty easy to understand prejudices, experience that to an extreme. And I'm curious how we handle that as a group. I'm trying to incorporate people that are indoctrinated with it. They mean well, but the outcome is the same, like I said. So I'm curious how that's handled. Like, there's people that are truly don't like UNT, but that woman who was nice, but it was bittersweet.
Still got that racism.
Yeah. So I was just curious what y'all's thoughts were. If your comfortability with it, it was fun. I was curious.
I think you handled it really well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Grateful for that.
I have thoughts about the racism in D&D that can go on tangents. Suffice to say,
I know the drow is a common topic for that. You're right.
What was viewed as racism or racist, drow, UNT, whatever, is, no one is born inherently evil. It's why even adventurers can be drow or UNT. There's nothing magical making them evil.
Yeah.
It's a nurture versus nature. When you're raised in a society that's literally dominated by a god that is also a demon prince, your culture's gonna beat you down, and you're gonna think that's the only way is that drow are superior to everyone else, and everyone else deserves to be slaves.
And it's not evil to you. That's the cool thing.
It's not evil to you, and like 99% of drow are evil, not because magically they are just evil, but because their society is that way.
Right.
Same with UNT. Their entire religion, everything is based off of Dendar the Night Serpent is like the chief deity of the UNT. And Dendar the Night Serpent eats nightmares, does a very good thing, but it makes Dendar more powerful, and one day she will break through the door of night and destroy everything. It's not fun. And UNT also think that they are the superior race, and pureblood is almost a mocking term because you are the least snake-like, so you are the lowest caste. And like I said, I could go on about my thoughts on quote-unquote racism in D&D.
Because you three players in particular, like Ashley, Dylan, Mookie, I really wanted to put you guys in an area. I was pushing you guys and like, fucking hit him. I was like, how shitty can I make these guys until I cause combat? And I was really surprised none of y'all made a hit.
I was when we first sat down, I was borderline gonna hit nil because I was like, you bought us.
Yeah.
You kidnapped us. You paid someone to kidnap us. Fuck you.
She had no idea it was gonna be you. But yeah.
It doesn't matter. She paid someone to kidnap somebody.
Now I'm your property.
Well, see, on Jackie's side of things, she's
Isn't
trying.
that funny though? I love that dynamic, to be honest. Like you're each other's property in a weird way.
On Jackie's side of things, the way she views it, she's, because of her oath and stuff that she had to take, she needs to be nice and help people and all that. So her dynamic has changed from what she used to be, but she also she understands being like shunned and like hated and things like that, because where she came from in her past, she was this race that no one knew about, and like it was freaky to see a walking talking rabbit, and a lot of people shunned her, and so she sympathizes a little bit with Nil, like not to the same degree, but kind of same format.
Right.
And in a similar way, Sepharis grew up in a very standard humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings society, but because of where she was raised and what she was raised to be, she interacted with all sorts of people and things, and knows that appearances can be deceiving, and that like even if you don't like something, you don't judge a book by its cover, because it could bite you in the ass, if you metaphorically or literally. And hearing Nil's people hadn't entirely lost their home, despite being still a little bitter about being kidnapped, literally, Sepharis is like, all right, you know what? It was him. This Nil needs help, and I sympathize with that. Fuck the unnatural dude, whatever his name is. He kidnapped me, and that's not cool.
Yeah.
And like low key, I want to kill him. Well, maybe not kill him, but
low key.
I want to fucks with him.
That's so funny. Monkey Man said his favorite part was
the spell, and I was like, damn it, if I could only cast this at 9th level.
I know what you mean. Monkey Man said the satisfaction of civil revenge on Mal, where he got the rat tail braid, a note in his wallet, and the syrup smears. What does the note say again?
Oh, the note was we're 300 slithers to the east. Fucking catch up.
Catch up. Hold on, I gotta write that down. We're 300 slithers to the east. Fucking catch up. I love that. And it's funny because you're no longer 300 anything to the east. You lost him in the funniest way possible on a moving car.
It's fine.
It's like you left your like cup on the car kind of thing. Like, I hope he's alive. Anyway, so.
It's fine.
Yeah, you got this, Mal. What was favorite parts? Yeah, yeah.
I liked making breakfast.
That was cute.
Yeah, making breakfast and braiding hair and the girl bonding time. Yeah. And I was like, God damn it, we're gonna sit in a triangle and braid hair. It's stereotypical girl time, but I loved it.
But it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Now
welcome, Nil. I love Nil.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Did you have like a personality like in mind before you make characters? Because I know you like to play the like kind of
Nil is
like the Harley Quinn of the group, for lack of a better character.
Nil is technically, her background is Phalos, so she's kind of like out there, and thinks that yes, the universe is out to get her.
Oh, okay.
For help to pull somebody for like people from the universe.
So it's a very fitting idea of yours.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's why I
But
gave
she does like shiny things.
how to play Mal. Oh my gosh, was he really? Nolan was gonna play Mal and Mick gave instructions, so this was the outcome where neither showed up and Mal just got
No, it was an option. He was like, you can play if you want, you can play Mal, and he said, I'm gonna find the message, because it was just like, be a dick.
It was 90% horny, and I made the joke of 10% is the accent.
Yeah, it was like 30% dick,
lovable dick, that's
60% horny, and then 10% accent.
Well, he's waking up in a cart now. I'm not retconning any of that. So that's really funny. I mean, it's also not unreasonable to think he was unconscious. He was kind of thrown through a loop, and he was really damaged at the time of that happening too. If I remember right, he had really low health.
Yeah, he had like, I want to say he was at like 1 HP.
Yeah, he was hanging on for life, and then that happened. So he's going through a tough time. Like realistically, I know it's funny, but like it actually is a good storyline where it's tough. I'm probably gonna be trying to.
It has internal consistency.
Exactly, it does though. And that's not entirely unintentional either, but I think I'm doing myself a little disservice by being overly jokey sometimes. But yeah.
No, it's fun. It's fine.
I know Ashley.
I love I love your jokiness. That's why I was really excited for you to DM, because like your acting and your quirkiness and your stories, it's all just great.
Aw, thank you. We gotta find someone to rate, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We take suggestions.
What is the official raid phrase?
Oh,
we had one.
There's a boot
in my snake.
There's a boot in my snake, and Red Panda Cola. Actually, did I copy paste it? I didn't. I've copy pasted other things since then.
I haven't read the memes.
Oh, the memes. Yeah, we have to go to the memes because I saw them popping up as things were happening, and like they're going so quick. Let me actually pull them up real quick because they're so good. Monkey Man, Potato Man, and Nart was multitasking like a mother. Red Panda Cola, Freddy,
Panda,
yeah, we had the whole meme squad. God, they're so funny. Hold on. Reference pictures, go away.
First of all, bitch.
All right, we're just gonna pull up my entire Discord here. Nil talking about gold.
My favorite is this one that you posted, Dylan, with Pepe on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that one's really good. I love that meme format. Nil talking about gold. Yeah, what do y'all think about the Unnatural, out of curiosity?
He's fucking hilarious.
I love
You
it.
hate him? Yeah, I hate him, and I wrote him.
I hate him, but he's so funny.
He's dangerous. He's way too powerful for his own good. Nil when told she has to be nice. And Sephara was when Nil offers to show how she eats people. How Nell looks eating a person. Did you just Google snake images, Panda? The party when Nil finally loses it and eats someone in a tavern. Oh yeah, for
See,
sure.
with all the unhinging jaws stuff, I kept thinking of llamas with hats like, it was horrible. Your mouth unhinged like a snake. Wow, that sounds pretty awesome.
This one killed me. I was trying to DM when I read this. Sepharis, flowers that squirt water, the Unnatural, just just like it's like the trade offer I receive your blood, you'll receive slaves. Yeah, that's accurate. The troop going to sleep getting isekai'd. What is the actual term of isekai'd? Because that actually wasn't. Is that
like,
just
isekai? I think actually translates to like in another world.
Space Jam is an isekai.
Space Jam is an isekai.
Oh, okay. Like Page Master and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Page Master's an isekai.
Page Master is an isekai. That's a combination of words no one's ever said. I hate it when Mal makes snarky comments and acts like a oh Neptune.
Oh Neptune.
Nil seeing the alligator skin wallet. It did actually kind of. I almost made it snake skin, but I was like, it's a little too on the nose. Sephara shoots 3 lasers at an old man who kidnapped her. Sephara 2 minutes later, almost lost my cool there. What do you want, Bun Bun?
Okay, first of all, bitch.
Bun is done.
Jackie's so different now. I honestly, I like her now. I liked her then. I love the change. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes it that much cooler. I don't know. Jackie.
I'm trying to make it where she's like going back and forth between old Jackie versus new Jackie.
Yeah. It's very intentional. I love seeing it, honestly. Nil braiding Sepharis' hair. We just met. The girls having bonded over French toast and braided hair. Mal unconscious on the ground.
That's my favorite.
That's so fucking funny. Mouse. That's so not the visual. Mouse sleeping under everyone's breakfast.
Okay, this next one though gets me because literally like second after this was posted, Nil was like, he's fine.
He's fine.
Just like throws Mal outside. He's fine. actually throw his mouth, but he's fine.
That's fine.
Dude, the funniest part about this is Mick and Jet being like, I gave you instructions on how to roleplay him, and we fucking like just the fuck, we treat him like a voodoo doll. It's so. Honestly, I'm okay coping with it. I know Mick's gonna think it's funny, but like, I imagine this happening to Mordecai equally, if not worse. So it's just funny that the.
Oh, if it's the cocky characters.
It's the
When you
cocky
get
characters,
Cocky characters, like in a situation where they can't do shit. Yeah, you're gonna drop dicks on their face.
Thank you, Dylan, for the freaking.
No, Severa's pouring food. Jackie cooks everyone a wholesome breakfast. This is true, Potato Man. You on T exist everyone in this dimension. Just, yeah, literally though. And honestly, I've always actually wanted to traipse into that territory purely for roleplay reasons, but like, because it's so dicey, obviously, and it's but it's like too real in a weird way. But I want it, guys. I don't know.
It starts a dialogue.
Well, it starts a dialogue. It starts a dynamic. Because I wanted you guys to be anchored to her the way she is also anchored to you in a very different way. So that was more so what I was interested in. And also, the juiciest part is possible retribution, which is like juicy. So I really, really like that.
We're gonna build a bomb.
Yeah, it could be anything too. Anyway, Nil being asked if they're a vegetarian. That's right. Yeah, I did ask that. Kind of a silly
No,
question.
I'm a snake.
Sephiroth being brave and dinosaurs.
I'm sorry, what now?
Sephiroth hearing about dinosaurs. Nil.
I don't
to the
even know if
couple on
there's
the card.
dinosaurs in this world. I just made it up.
Oh my god, that's an old reference. I'll show you the way.
I'll show you, Dooby.
Nil, I'll do it for free. Nil, when she sees a checkpoint, Anakin, start panicking. I don't have a plan again. That's so fucking true. Yeah, I like, you guys were like, I'm good at lying. And then I was like, okay, lie. And you're like, fuck. Like, so
I fuck with the name of, I had the entire lie. I just didn't have the name. You know, Reginald Milktim, that old chestnut.
Sumner DMing all of his characters. I'm scared to use too many characters because they're all going to start blending together. You're going to start seeing a lot of old men. So,
Are you like deep down an old man?
I hope. Sephiroth's trying to lie to the check-in guy. I have the info to share. No, yeah, that's right. I wish I said that. Please include me. Because you kind of shouted it out the back, but that would have been just like, hey, you just stop up here. Just like
Hey, there's a really cool monument up here. You should probably check it out.
You're going too far. The secret weapon is west.
Go the other way.
So fucking
Three
funny.
slithers east.
Oh, Devil is 77. Hey. Oh, welcome to your new home. Congrats on your new home.
Yes, congratulations.
This one's fucking hilarious.
Halfling Garden is back up on what you got there. A secret mission to blow up the country. A smoothie. The old couple, the golden scales. Would you believe me if I said I made up that couple on the fly?
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you,
I do
Dylan. Yes, they felt impromptu.
No, Sumner, I was in an entire campaign where you DM'd for a year and a half that you meticulously planned out everything, and I have been trying to get you to be a more improv-y DM forever. So to have you improv, I'm like, yes.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. God, I'm laughing too much. How the party thinks that they'll look while traveling, how they actually look. They're just like they're hitchhiking.
Biggest vacation, baby.
I've low-key always wanted a hitchhiking like scene, so that was kind of nice. The wife to her husband when hearing about the spitting snakes, get in the car. Big snakes. But dude, the little Timmy story was brilliant, by the way, Ash. That
Oh
was
my God, yeah.
That was my favorite part, actually.
Well, the battle of Little Timmy. The
Like these rocks.
Oh, and then the like, it
were
means
crushed.
something else. Like it's more intimidating in your language, isn't it? Like it's not little Timmy in common is small, but little Timmy in your oh yeah, it's a very scary name. It sounds like.
And Sephiroth is kind of like not ruining it, but kind of like making fun of it. Like, oh, was he crushed by those rocks? Like those tiny rocks?
Yeah. This is where he made his last stand. Did he stand on the rocks or was he crushed by them?
Yeah,
he was crushed by them.
He was crushed by them. That's why he was little. Yeah. Sephiroth, I think I forgot something, Nil. If you forgot it, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Mal, just. No, that was my favorite part. Because honestly, is the way Monkey Man put it, where it's like, oh, we pick him up. I'm like, no, you don't. You forgot. So I'm forgiving, not that forgiving. Nil, do your people have any special attacks? All UNT Rangers. Oh, that's
I don't
so
even
funny.
have that move. I just made it up.
You guys are
Timmy
so.
isn't real.
You guys kill me.
Timmy isn't real. Yeah, we know.
We know.
Yeah, we got that.
Big Martha,
Yeah, we got
however,
that.
is.
So funny.
So wait, but just because I want to be 100% honest with you guys. You know, little Timmy isn't real. Yeah. Yeah, no, we got that.
No, we know. we never thought that. Yeah.
But watch your step. Big Martha's like totally.
Big Martha's real. She's real.
Big Martha, that's right. You ramped it up a notch. Big Martha.
And Big Martha is Snack because she ate the other letters.
Well, I was excited before it. Now I'm extremely excited to see where this goes.
Same.
I have some serious writing to do because I did
When
all
you
this on my
stick
lunch break.
Me,
So
Dylan, and Sumner and Mookie together, and you just get chaos.
Yeah, so Ferris had a character shift just because Ash is around now, and I'm just feeding off the chaotic energy of pouring food on unconscious Mal.
I'm really interested for Mal to
I
wake
get to
up.
take my pain out on an unconscious man. He's gonna be covered in ants when he wakes up.
Monkey Man, I'm excited to hear them. Yeah, but Mal in the background. But Mal will be waking up. If Mick joins us, Mal will be waking up next game. And let this be a lesson to all players: when you don't show up to Dungeons and Dragons, you get
dicks
syrup.
drawn on you. Face.
Use your wallet designed for you.
Yeah, and you get to
You get people going through your wallet and seeing your driver's license say yes, ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Catch the fuck up.
Yeah, with a note that says, we're 300 slithers to the east, catch the fuck up. Sephiroth. Not love, not yours, just Sephiroth.
All right, guys, we will be back next week. We're off this Wednesday, just for some scheduling snafus. Don't worry about it. It's nothing big. But we will back next Monday to see what happens when Mal wakes up and Nil gets her family back. Who knows?
We're gonna
Catch you next
build a
week.
bomb.
We're going to build a bomb. See you guys. Good night. And I love you.
Good night.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.